Basically, like, if you're on a hillock, you should be able to see anywhere off of said hillock, unless it's across a summit. If you're on a summit, you can see everywhere um, off of a hillock, and like the rules state stuff like you could see over another hillock. So if you were in like Z7, you could see the ground in GG10. So it's got some weird properties that way, but essentially for how it's going to play out in this scenario, it's more just going to be um, how you'll be able to see my units as soon as they get on or near them. Because it's like, I think the way that it's written is you can see, uh, for example, this guy in S1 can see U4, and I think they should be able to see V4 and U5, but not past that, I think is how it's.
Oh, does the mist put a visibility cap?
Um, yeah, there's something. Well, I want to say
I mean,
yes, but I
I
forget.
know it's got a hindrance over 7. Like, there's a +1 hindrance factor over 7 range, but I don't
Yeah,
know if it actually blocks vision at all.
so technically, I think how it works is that it wouldn't directly block vision itself, but because it works off of hindrances, if you were to have mist over an extended distance, plus orchards in the way or grain or whatever, that would end up canceling that stuff out. But I don't think offhand it's going to be uh, anything crazy.
Yeah, I have to say, I feel like the wadis and the hillocks are just kind of thrown in because somebody wanted to play with wadis and hillocks and not in the desert. Just because I'm not quite sure what is really gained by putting them in as opposed to just using the hills as is and the gullies as is, you know?
The only thing I can think of, honestly, is to limit the potential like firepower that you would have while controlling the hill, because it since the hills lose essentially one level at their highest point, you don't get to see over the trees as much. Um, so it's a little bit less of a commanding position. But other than that, I don't really know why they changed the gullies to wadis. That might have just been to justify using hillocks, and at the same time type idea.
Yeah, no, that it was just kind of like, okay, well, I can kind of see where that is. It gives me a little bit extra visibility out through there. Um, if I wanted to put anybody up on the hill, I could probably see most of the map for because of the height restrictions. But it's just like it seems like an awful lot of complication for something that's not going to be in play all that much, particularly given the weather.
Yeah.
Because I
Well,
mean,
I
those
think
hillocks are even if those were level 2 hills, and you dumped like an MMG or something up there, you're probably not going to be able to get very decent firepower out just because you're going to have like +2, 3, 4 like that, you know?
yeah. I I certainly don't understand like the hillock. I'll let slide. The wadis. I'm not sure why wadis are a selection, but
Yeah, I mean,
uh,
I think as far as I can tell, all they do is change the crest, like how the crests work. Like they're otherwise
yeah,
gullies. They just, for movement factors and that kind of thing. But oh well.
yeah. I don't even think I'll use them. But all right. So the other thing. So I have to get VP. So we got to remember the mist being in play is an automatic +1, right? Or is it +1 at 7?
It's +1 at 7 because
Okay,
it's a light rain. So
gotcha. So there's that mild breeze, which there's no smoke anyway, so it's not gonna matter. Mm, Mongolian. Oh, first I gotta put my sniper. Can't forget that. And do we put the sniper stuff in?
I did put it into the info, yes.
Yeah. Sorry, it's just there was some question marks still in there, so I think that would have messed it up. All right, so I'm the Axis in this. Cool. Mongolian's ELR of 2 is gonna really suck. You get your Fnatic guys. I gotta remember to treat my Russian leaders as commissars. And prisoners are worth double if they're exited. Cool. And I was getting my sniper. 3, and we'll put them. Let's put them there.
Hey, I need you to hold on a sec. I missed that SSR. So 1 sec.
Oh, the one about the Fnatic?
Yeah, and the
Oh. All right, no worries. I'll just scroll up just in case anything shows up.
I'm doing my my sniper right now. I'll give you a heads up when I get there.
Yeah, no worries. Oh my god, I just realized I'm probably gonna get. I hope I don't get shit on by Twitch, because the scenario is called Mongolian barbecue. I'm gonna get a bunch of people being like, "This ain't a mukbang. What the hell?" Wait, is that a 3-player? Visions of Grandeur. Oh no, it's okay.
Okay, I think I'm ready. Sorry about that.
Oh, no worries. Yeah, I was just looking at a future scenario, which is kind of weird. It can either be 5 turns, 6.5 turns, or 7.5 turns. Like, what? Alright. We transported to 1921, by the way. We're done with 1920. So we're getting there.
Wow, we're up to a whole decade. We're over 2 decades in, I think, at this point, right?
Something like that, yeah. Fnatic. Get your 4-5 building location, hopefully. Hip units. Reinforcements, yada yada. Okay. Alright. Well, weather roll, 7, no change. I don't have anything in the rally phase. I don't have any prep fire, so straight to movement. Alright, well, should it be 4? Yeah, sure. Over here, I'm going to have 1 unit clear CX come in from off board. So they go there for 1. I don't think anybody has vision back there, so unless you have your hip guy somewhere, let me know.
Yep, you're fine. I
I'll
can't
try to-
actually set up. I mean, that wall blocks everybody. I can't set up past the 1 row on that 18 board. So.
Really?
Yep, less than or equal to 1. Assuming I read that properly.
So I thought there was something about a hip unit. Mongolians may use hip for 1 squad and any sport weapon SMC stacked with it. 4 or more hexes from the west edge. Unless they meant west edge of... that's a little ambiguous. That should have been written better, whatever. We'll go to CC9, DD8 for 3, EE8 for 4, EE7 for 5, and... well, I'm not going to bother exposing. Another squad goes CX. Does same route. Just recombine. I'm gonna have 1 stack again over here. Moves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5. And then another one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5. Technically, I need to do this. Perfect.
So yeah, if you're going to avoid the buildings, let's make sure we mark them for victory point purposes.
Oh yeah. I was gonna mark them every time I go into a building. I'll mark it, so don't worry about that. That'll cost that. Over here, I have 1 stack. Just a Y10 for 1. Bypass for 2. Bypass again for 3. Bypass in X8, Y8 for 4. X7 for 5. Then 6.
Is the summit considered the whole hex or just the?
Yeah, it should be the whole hex.
All right.
I just want to double check to see if you can actually see it though, or see past it because of the whole LOS. 2 from past over hillock determined by the elevation. If you're on it, okay, but unit considered adjacent to a hillock only if the LOS and cushion 2 from unit crosses touches a hex side hex spine that is common to both hillock hex and that unit's hex. Okay, so I don't think... I'm not sure, but I don't think anybody has LOS on it.
Yeah, it sounds like we don't really need to start checking until you hit that front line of hexes.
Yeah, okay.
we may be playing that wrong, but I don't know. There's something in me that just doesn't care to be that, minutia about it.
This is where the call to the wild goes out to any viewers. If we're doing this wrong, we'll know. Please let us know for the future desert scenarios. All right, so other group goes CX 1, bypass for 2, bypass for 3. Oops, not in the hex. Bypass there 4. 5, and we'll end there. Now here I'm pretty sure people start getting seen rather quick, so 1 unit over here, declare CX. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. No, I don't think anybody has line of sight.
Yeah, I think R3 is still blocking it there.
5. And then I think going into the...
Yeah, I'll see you when you get into the vortex.
I'm just trying to see if there's any extra movement cost here. Dry rather than shallow, okay. Alright, it doesn't seem to imply that there's any... Okay, so... Right, so exiting out into S5 will be where it's... Because this is because they're considered in the depression in R5. So once they get out, that's when you'll be able to start seeing guys.
Gotcha.
At least from S1, I don't know... unless you got hidden guys elsewhere. But, another unit goes CX. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, actually, hold on. It is 2, 3. Sorry, these guys have to go there. I forgot about their special status. Damn, I forgot about that. I don't know why I forgot about that. They also all got the road rates. I'll just actually, you know what? I'll. Sorry, I don't know why I forgot that they were that class, but you probably know why. So they move 4, but they're on the road the entire time, so they get the extra 1 road bonus. So they'll all go to P6.
Oh, you wacky medium machine guns.
Another unit goes CX in the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't. Yeah, it's a forward, so I don't think it can count for a road bonus. Another unit goes starting the same hex, does the exact same movement. We'll take off 1 CX counter. Just gonna clean this up real quick. God damn it. Really? There we go. Alright. One unit here is going to declare CX. It will move 1, 3, 4, 5. The other unit starting the same hex does same movement. Here's my overlays. There we go. Great, I gotta move those. 1 unit over here will start. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Take that out. This guy will also declare CX. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stops there. These guys will also declare CX. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And lastly, we shall do CX on this group. 1, 2, 4, and 5. Yeah,
Doesn't
that sounds.
the Hillock add 1?
So that's only if it's the. I think it says only if it's a vehicle. Hillock's F6. So, following movement costs apply to entering a hillock hex from a lower elevation. Excuse me. Infantry cavalry wagon is cost of terrain, usually open ground. Any non-wagon vehicle 1 MP plus cost of terrain.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I'm sorry. I read the second part of that.
Yeah, no worries. I'd made the same mistake earlier. Alright, so that's that. Defensive fire.
Pretty sure I can't see anybody.
Alright. Advancing fire, nothing for me to shoot at. Red phase, no red phase. Advanced phase. Now this is where it's going to get interesting. Clone this. So EE7s will split, quote unquote, one unit going to FF6, one going to EE6. Over here, it's going to be, I have to clone this. One group goes to BB5, and we'll do this. Another group goes to BB6, and the last one goes to BB7. It's not entirely worthwhile, but X6 will have one unit go to the summit, which I'm pretty sure will reveal them. They weren't CX'd. X7 go to W7. X6 will go to W7. That's not worthwhile. Y8 goes to X7. And over here, everybody's basically going to move 1. So Q6 to R5. P6 to P5. Actually, those guys don't need to move. Q7 to Q6. And R7 to Q7. It's everybody, no CC. And your turn. I'm gonna do
Fairly sure there's no rally activity. Do you have anything you need to do in rally phase?
no. This is like the worst. Why would they ever use those colors? Wait, that's... Is it 5 for a building? Yeah, okay. That's weird. You know what? I prefer this. Oh, these colors are so grody. Why did they...
I mean, come on, ASL's colors are horrific, no matter what you think.
It's just whoever made these custom counters, like I like them, but man, use like a bigger font or something. I don't know.
I have no movement.
None? Okay.
Defensive fire. Yep.
Hmm. Okay, well, how do I want to do this? Sure.
Oh wait. Before you start.
Oh. Oh, for weather?
Yeah. Sorry. Forgot.
Gotcha. So X5 will shoot at H0, Z0. It's a 4 or 2 up 1. Yeah, because range is, or rain is only if it's 7 and above. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so 2 up 1. Okay. Starting off hot, but I think that's your sniper. IIFT. 4 on 2, 1 MC. Okay. Damn. Two, 4. Wait, isn't it? Shouldn't it be? Direction is 2, 4 is distance.
Yep, you're right. My bad. So it's going to be that back
These
stack,
guys. Yeah. So random selection as to who will get hit. There's 2 guys in there. So random selection. Top guy is pinned. Is that a concealment loss activity? I think so. I think even if you don't have line of sight on it. So, oops. Pinned. Alright. I had ready to fire, so I'll just shoot at the same target again with the MMG. That will be a cower. So 4, 2 plus 1, no. 7 on 2 is a miss. And that is it for his shot. AA6 and BB5 will fire group. So there's 2 MMGs, leaders directing just to prevent cowering, and they're going to shoot at G1. So there's a full firepower up 2. Pretty sure that's nothing. I do have rate of fire though. 9 on 4, yeah, that's nothing. So I will shoot again, and nothing. No rates. And nothing else. Advance fire.
No advance fire.
Alright.
They have 1 route. You will back to G1 and then continue routing to G2.
Alright.
So over to you for turn 2.
Alright. Yeah, sorry, I just wasn't sure if you did any advances. Turn, no weather change. 10 more
Close,
heavy
though.
thrusters. Yeah. Yeah. One day we'll trigger that. Rally phase. I don't have anything to rally.
I do, actually. I think I have to reveal a leader, yeah.
Yeah, because I should have line of sight to it from FF6 or EE6. I don't think. Nah. Your guys
No,
on
I
a.
think that's an ELR, right?
You can't ELR on a rally. Yeah, and you don't have Commissars, so he doesn't get shot.
Nope.
Alright, no other rally phase actions. Prep fire. Hmm. I'm going to do a fire group with BB5 AA6 again, at the same G1 target. So 4, 2. That is definitely a miss. Yeah, I don't trust them. No more shots, movement phase. This is where things are going to get interesting. FF6 will lose his CX, lose concealment to go to GG6 for 2.
Okay.
3
All right.
stays there. Unit EE6 also loses concealment, goes FF5 for 2.
Okay.
And getting into an entrance is 2 to get into the wadi, so 4.
Okay.
Unit in BB7 goes CC8 for 1, DD7 for 3. EE7 for 4. And then, why not? Into FF6 for 5.
Okie dokie.
The medium machine gun and crew on the Hillock Summit will assault move to W5.
Okay.
The units in W7, they will lose CX. And they will go to V6 for 1, V5 for 2, V4 for 3.
If the hillock doesn't block it, I have you visible from over here.
From over where?
From 18S1.
S1? Let's check this.
If the hillock doesn't block it.
Because I think it does, because it's because the hillock is a half level. Just trying to see if I can see this example here. Because unfortunately, the only example for like LOS is like a super convoluted one, and I'm trying to see if I can pull the answer here. Squad A has LOS2.
Yeah, no, if it blocks it, that's cool. Yeah, I think I see what you were saying before, was that if you were on the hillock, you could see into that because it wouldn't, the there would be no no shadow, if you will, of the hillock, because it's not a full level 1 hill. But yeah, okay, that's cool.
Yeah, it's just kind of weird how it's squad C. Oh, okay. I think I get why it's writing it that way. So if you were in T1, I think you'd be able to see those guys because they're adjacent to the hillock. But because they're not adjacent, you can't see over it.
Okay, well, no worries.
Yeah, it's weird. This is like we're gonna see it sooner rather than later, I think. But I have the same mental problem with slopes. I hate slopes. It like it's hashes on the ground, and I never figure out which. Like for some reason, I can't wrap my brain around like which way they're pointing and stuff. Even though like I know what it is, but anyways, it's the same sort of like half level stuff. It's weird and
Yeah,
dumb.
no, I get you. Yeah, it's all right. Okay, yeah, so you're still invisible there.
Yeah. So there was 1, 2, 3. I have one guy split here. I believe he has to lose concealment. That guy will be there for 4.
Okay.
And then the other group will lose concealment going here for 5.
Okay.
This group in the back will lose CX. And they're just going to go 2, 3, 4. Now for the fun stuff. So first group be this guy here for 2. Take up 6.
Okay.
3.
All right.
4.
Okay.
2.
Okay.
3.
Uh-huh.
4.
Okay.
2.
Yep.
3.
Okay.
4. This group in the back, there's going to be one guy goes one for 1, then 3, 4.
I'll let you know if I want to fire, so just keep moving.
Yeah. 1, 3, 4. 1, 3, 4. Those guys will move last. Oh, I forgot to take the pin. I always do that. Q7, the X pin guy loses CX, goes here for 1, 2, 4. And another one will go 1, 2, 4. And lastly, these dorks. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And they lose their CX. And that's it for movement.
Over to you. Nope.
All right. All right. Well, let's try a monstrosity of the shop. I'm just gonna fire group everybody here against this guy. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Can T4 see them if it's a hillock? Yes, because they're adjacent. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So they're all in range, so they're only halved once. So 3, 9, 15, 20, 26, 33, halved, so 16 and a half. So 16, halved again, so 8 up 2. Okay. 5 on 8 is a 2MC and sniper. Oh, okay. That makes more sense. Well, I guess technically they wouldn't have had to reveal themselves because that guy's not real, but I
Oh
would
no,
have shot.
it's real. It's a half squad, but I failed by a lot. My ELR is only 2. Remember?
Yeah, but your ELR wouldn't doesn't kill them. They would just be broken. They'd be broken, and I guess because they can't be, they're partisans, so they would what's the word? Disrupt. So they're not dead yet, but yeah. Alright, that's it for shots. Route phase. This guy's disrupted. Take the preferred counters off.
I'm not sure he can actually route.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see if junctions.
I mean, I
Yeah,
don't think he has to because he's in a building, but I think the only
yeah,
place he could go would be
N0. Yeah,
there.
but he can't. I'm surprised it doesn't make it a little more clear. But yeah, as soon as I get someone adjacent to him, he'll surrender, I think. Um, all right. So no route phase, advanced phase stuff. GG5 to GG4. And I will just have this guy continue in the Lottie. The leader will go into GG7. MMG and crew in W5 goes to W4. All these guys in V5 go to V4. I have to split a lot of stuff. You know what, I'll risk it. U4 to U3, T3 to T2. The stack in T4 will split so that the first line squad goes to U4 and the other guys go to T3. Squad with the LMG in S4 goes to R3. These dorks in S5 go to S4. These crumb bums who are concealed and will lose concealment go to S5. And I think that's it. No CC. Russian turn 2. Come on, heavy rain.
Sorry.
I know. It's okay.
Oh, rallies. Yes, I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, sorry. I thought you were thinking of. I thought you were like planning moves out or whatever.
I kind of was, but yeah, no, I'm sorry. Yeah, rally phase. Okay, yes, I have some rallies. So G2 first. That is a failure.
Right, because he's not a commissar. God.
And the other guys can't self rally, so they're just going to go away whenever you get next to them.
Yeah.
I think that's it for my rallies. You don't have any.
Nope.
You have anything you need to do during rally phase?
No, I don't even think I could deploy even if I wanted to.
That is an awful lot of firepower coming over that hill.
Yeah, I'm hoping I can make headway with it. The open ground is not instilling too much hope in some of these moves I have planned.
Well, yeah. Okay. I am not going to do any prep fire.
Okay.
That's fire.
Okay. Alright, well, first things first. These guys have line of sight, I guess. It's +3? No, not worth it. Okay. You know what, let's just keep doing the MMG stuff, since I know I want to do that against G1. So it's still 4 firepower up 2. That's still a miss. No rate of fire. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The units in T2, T3, and S4 will fire group against the broken guy. They will cower. What am I looking at here? So it's 6, 10, 16, cower to 12. That's a +2. So 8 on 12 is a 1 MC. Sure, technically it would have been a better idea to capture him, but I think I'll keep it that way for now. I'm gonna try shooting V3 against J1. It's gonna be a 1.5 firepower. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, never mind. I can't get anything out of that, so I have T. It's a miss. Derp. I could have. Well, whatever. No other shots. Advanced fire phase. Nothing. Okay.
Nothing. Over to you.
No change in weather. I forgot to mark that's. Oops. Just. Rally phase. Nothing to rally.
I can rally my dude there. I'm not hallucinating that.
G2? Yeah, you can rally it. Yeah.
Nope.
Nothing else. Prep fire. We'll do the machine guns again. Nope. Someday. Someday for sure. No other shots. Movement phase. This is a dumb idea, but G4 1 or GG4, sorry.
Okay.
GG2 for 2.
Okay.
GG3 for or GG1 for 3.
Okay.
A1 for 4.
Okay.
A2 for 5.
Okay.
A3 for 6.
Okie dokie.
The unit in Wadi will.
Oh, wait a minute. Back up. I'm sorry.
Oh.
I'm actually going to unconceal and fire check. Whee!
Right. So,
Pew, pew, pew.
1 down 2. Always. That's always the case. 1 down 2. That's a 2.
2. That's a 1 MC.
1 MC. Of course. Yeah. It loses CX for being broken.
On the plus side, you're right next to where you can retreat to.
That was kind of the reason.
I just have to say that I don't think the Mongolians have anywhere near enough troops.
Yeah, I feel like this is going to be the same thing as last time, where it's like I think the White Russians are given too many units, but I mean, we'll see pretty soon once you get your reinforcements what the options or choices are. So, okay, so it's 2R. So a Wadi is always 2 movement factors, even if you're already in it? Looks like it. Okay. Alright, well, CX to the guy in EE4, moves to EE3, DD2, and CC3 for 6.
I'm guessing those guys are just concealed in general from everybody.
Yeah, there's, I think, I'm trying to think.
It's like a gully, basically. They're at the bottom of it, so unless you get direct line of sight on them down the gully here, they're not visible.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I think he'll have to go CX anyways, so we'll just do it now. GG7. 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7.
Okie
All right,
dokie.
now the fun begins. So one of my conscript squads in S5 goes to S4 for 1, S3 for 2, S2 for 3.
Okay.
Next one does same movement.
All right, driving them in front of you like cattle.
Yep. I gotta have some blood sacrifices. One of the first line squads will declare CX. Goes to S3 for 1. 2. 3. 4. 5.
Okay.
That is all road. So 6.
All right.
7 per bonus. If nothing, the other squad goes CX. Follows mostly the same path, except will end in P1.
Okay.
One of the squads in T2 will go to T1 for 1.
All right.
U1 for 2.
Okay.
M1 for 3.
All right.
And N1 for 4.
All right.
Other squad in T2 goes to T1 for 1.
Okay.
Into N0 for 3.
All right.
And M1 for 4. Squad with the LMG goes to R2 for 1.
Mm-hmm.
2.
Okay.
3.
All right.
4.
Okay.
Squad with the demo charge goes to T2 for 1. T1 for 2. And into S1 for 4.
Okay.
Last conscript goes up the road. One of the squads in U3 goes to U2 for 1. U1 for 2.
All right.
L0 for 4.
Okay.
Other squad does the same motion.
All right.
This might be a dumb idea. MMG with the crew goes from W4 to X3 for 1.
Okay.
And then X2 for 2.
Alrighty.
Squad in U4 will go CX. Goes to U3 for 1. V2 for 2. W2 for 3. X1 for 5.
Is bounced.
Damn.
Do I have to reveal the squad, or are they still concealed?
I want to say they're revealed, but let's check first. Because it's something about getting into the same somebody else. Where is that located? once it stops, blah blah blah. Moving unit, add a TM, bypass. Oh yeah, why can't I feel like I find this easily at times. Otherwise, no. Why can't I find this again? Maybe it's in concealment because it's dumb. Placement, concealment, god, removal. Okay, so going off of the bypass rules, which would end up being the same for normal movement when attempting to get into the same hex. Um, so bypass would be a little bit harsher because it'd be triple point blank fire. This will be obviously doubled because you'll bounce them back, and there's the -2 for first fire non assault movement and open ground because it's open ground. I'm just trying to see if I can find the other one that actually cites what it's currently doing, trying to get into your hex, but I can't find it for whatever reason.
So basically what happens is I'm hipped, but you tried to move in, so I'm immediately unconcealed because that's what moving into a space with concealed units does.
Yeah, it's similar to that winter mission we had where yeah.
So basically, hip is basically just concealment, except you don't get to see that there's a concealed unit there. Is
Correct.
How to play it. So yeah, so they're there. Yeah, sure, we'll open up on you because why not?
All right, so that's 10 down 2. 6 on 10. 1 MC. They pinned. Alright.
What is that for residual?
So you would go to I forget if residual on IAFT would be you reduce and have. I guess it wouldn't matter. So you'd go down to 5 because you're having it. Yeah, and then it goes to 4. And there's no hindrances or anything, so it just stays 4. It's gonna go straight into defensive fire. That sucks. Man, it sucks. Alright, well, the squad in V3 goes to V2 for 1.
Okay.
V1 for 2.
Okay.
W1 for 3.
I will fire on them.
Alright. Oh, those guys.
It's on the hex edge, so there's no hindrance there.
Yeah, correct. So it's just 3 down 2.
Oh, God. Yeah, nothing.
And you'll leave 1 residual. Speaking of, the leader in V3, yeah, you only live once. Goes to V2 for 1, V1 for 2. Goes into W1, takes an immediate 1. I think it applies FFNAM and FFMO.
So 1 down 2.
Pretty sure it does.
So 3 on 1 is a 1 MC.
1 MC, alright. Thank God. Passes. Sure. This stack, 1 unit goes to V3, loses concealment, costs 2 to get there. Then it goes to V2 for 3, and V1 for 4. And then the other unit does the same move. Defensive fire.
The squad in X1 will fire at the medium machine gun next to it.
Wait. Oh, right. Okay.
What?
No, sorry. I was still thinking. I don't know why, but when you shot W1 the first time, I'm still thinking that X1 shot there and not the guys in J1. So
Yeah. They shot between the field and the woods.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a 5 flat, I believe.
Yeah. Wherever you're shooting is 5 flat.
So 7 on 5 is
PTC.
pin test check.
Test check clears it, but sniper. Ugh.
So direction 3 and 6. That's off the map.
Yeah. Let's see if I can. There you go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This guy's closest, so he's pinned. Damn. Excuse me.
Bugger.
Well, at least it prevents my guy in Q1 from doing anything.
These guys will unconceal and fire at, what is that, M1?
Okay. So it's just 3 up 1? Yeah.
That's it for defensive fire.
Okay. Advanced fire.
By squad, it was nice to know you.
Well, we'll see. Those guys be better off.
Oh, come on. You can fire group like a ridiculous amount of firepower in there.
Yeah, but I'm trying to figure if I want to split any or not. P1 and Q1 against Q2. So that is these guys have twice. So 10, 5, 2.5. That's 6, 3, 1.5. So 4 firepower. If I'm calculating that right. No, wait. Actually, this guy's have 3 times. So it's 10. Advanced fire is 5. Pinned is 2.5. And then concealed target is 1.75. This guy in P1 is 6, 3, 1.5. So it's 3. So 3 firepower up 3 because CX and building. Okay. That mounts the machine gun.
I'll take that.
If I just do him. Screw it. The 4 hexes here, so X2, W2, V1, and W1 will fire against the Fnatic guy. I'm not going to use the MMG, it's going to be the crew instead. So the crew is providing 2. The pin squad is providing 6, 3, 1.5. So I'm at 3.5. V1 is providing 10, so 5. So that's 8.5. And then the W1 guys is 3. So 11.5. I think it's just going to be 11. Yeah. So 11, and it's plus 2 because one of the guys is CX. 10 on 11. Conditional task check, so you might get pinned. Or conditional pin task check, whatever.
If I remember, conditional task check is in a weird place.
Yeah. I'm trying to see. I know I saw it once. Maybe. It's in footnotes. That's why it's always. I don't know why they don't just put it closer. So. To counter this criticism, some suggested making all those additional PTC effects conditional so that they only apply to unconcealed units and thus would not strip concealment too easily.
Okay, so it's just a pin task check because they're concealed.
Correct.
These which they best.
Right. Well, that's butts. I will do a fire group of L0, M1, and N1 against the guys in the foxhole. So that is 12 halved to 6. And it's a +3. Miss. I don't have any other shots anyways, so route phase. These guys have to route to A4.
That's it.
That's it, huh? Alright. Advance phase. This is butts. I'm gonna hate myself for doing this. We have those guys going there. M1 goes to L1. N1 goes to M2. The 2 squads in L0 go to K1. The 2 guys in V1 go to L0. The S1 goes to N0. The conscripts will all dump themselves into S1. O2 will go to O3. Alright, he's pinned. And P1 will go to Q2. So that's potential CC. CC3 goes to BB2. Do I have any reason to not move them? The medium machine gun in BB5 goes to CC5, and AA6 goes to BB5. And that's it. CC phase. Let's do this one first. I need to know if that's a real guy. Ambush chance.
I don't think it matters because they're not real. So even if he failed, or even if he managed to ambush, there's no place he could retreat to.
Right. Okay. And then these guys. So ambush chance. 5. There's a -1 for my leader.
I am Gurkhas.
That is correct. Partisans get stealthy, so you have a -1 to your whatever roll you do. Alright. That's an ambush. You're not attacker, so you can't declare hand-to-hand, but still, you should still have that. You got a -1, yeah?
Who is the leader attached to?
He's with the squad.
Will attack the crew.
Alright, so 3-2. I'm just gonna toss that underneath. Alright, so I am at a just 1-1. I get a -1 for the leader. That's a casualty reduction. Oh, also, I almost forgot. Is it destruction? Destruction. Where is it? Support weapon. Okay, so each gun support weapon possessed by an enemy unit eliminated in CC may also be eliminated if the original colored die roll of that CC die roll is a 1, which it was. The attacker makes a subsequent DR for each gun support weapon possessed, and if this DR, so single die, is less than the black kill number of that CC attack, the gun support weapon is eliminated. So you have a 3-2, so I think that's an automatic equal.
I didn't have a 3-2. It was 1-1.
No, against the squad, the crew, you were 3-2.
Oh, okay. So yeah, it's
So,
automatic.
Yeah. So bye MMG. That sucks. I had a feeling that would happen.
And I think that turns into a melee. Yeah.
Yeah. So that becomes a melee, and that's it. Pins come off. Do I have concealment chance? I think these guys can conceal.
Yep.
And that's it.
Okay. Rally phase. I will rally the guy in G2.
Weather. Alright.
Change there. Rally the guy in G2. Still no.
Jesus. My guy can't rally, so he loses the M. Oh, I will attempt to repair. No.
Did you move the turret gun or did I?
Oh, I did, just because it's less scrolling up.
Yeah, no worries. Can you undo that? Thank you.
There you
That's what I get for not deselecting. Fast.
go.
Prep fire. Poo, 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 and more poo. That's all I have to say. Let's see. J1 will fire at K1.
Okay. So 6 flat.
6 flat, yeah.
7
on
on 6.
6. That's a normal morale check.
Huh. Alright, morale 1, 2. Top breaks. Does not ELR. Other guy is fine.
All right. We will fire. L2 will fire at L1.
Okay. So same thing.
And nothing there. Sorry, I'm just thinking here for a second.
No worries.
These guys will unconceal and fire at M2.
Okay. There might be a +1 from L2.
There is.
So it's a 3 flat.
Seven on 3 is a conditional check, so that's a pin test check.
Passes.
Of course. That's it for that. No movement. Defensive fire.
Okay. Let's do so K1 and L0 will shoot at J1. So that is 13 up 3. Yeah, 13 up 3. Alright. Random selection for the machine gun break. Top, bottom. Top malfunctions.
I swear, we get the worst production runs.
It's always on the support weapons. At least it's consistent. The 2 squads in the grain, so L1, M2, will shoot back at L2 for a 12 up 2. That's a miss. Let's do N0. We'll shoot at L2 as well for a 4 up 3. Alright. S1 will shoot at N3. It is a 9 halved for distance, so 4.5, and then halved again. So it's a 2 up 2 shot. That's a miss. The unit in O3 will also shoot for a 3 up 3. That's a miss. The MMGs will continue their attempts to shoot and do stuff to G1. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6. Cool. So it's still 4 firepower up 2. And still a miss. That's it. Advanced fire phase.
Paladins on hotline. Route phase.
K1 must route to L0. I think that's it.
Advance phase. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Didn't anybody else routing? Did you? I think just the one.
No, yeah, that's it.
Just that melee.
All right.
So you're at 4-1. No, I'm sorry. You are at 2-1.
No, it's still 4-1.
Oh, right. I'm looking. Sorry, I'm thinking attack defense. Yep. So go ahead.
Well, it's your turn, so you go first, and can you turn it into hand to hand? I think so.
Yep, we'll go hand to hand then, if I can do that. Sure.
Yeah. So whatever that roll was.
So I am Gurkhas. I think I get a -1.
Yeah. So you were fighting the entire group, or what's the?
I mean, I have to. I think it's the leader plus your unit, right? I can't split the leader off.
I think technically you can fight the squad alone, but in any case, my CC.
I mean, it's going to be a 1-4 either way, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah, actually, technically. So, all right. Well, we're both the.
Well, no, because I just equaled mine. No, I got a 5 there. Yeah.
Yeah. So we're both the. That sucks. At least an extra 2. Oh, hey, I actually.
I'm going to full squad that just so it's.
Yeah, I added the points. Also, because I rolled colored 1, the LMG also blows up. So no chance of recovering that one.
Well, I guess that was worth it. A medium machine gun, a squad, and a really good leader. Yeah, I think I'll take that.
A crew, an MMG, a squad, and a 9-1 leader. The best leader? Yes. That was a very good exchange.
I'm a little peeved that I didn't get to save that a little bit longer, but there you go. I was hoping for some encirclement shots back there, but you never know.
Yeah, it's really tough to put to have hip go really well. I think it was a really good.
It was kind of like, which way are you going to come? Are you going to come all the way on the right side?
Yeah, exactly.
Or not? Yeah. So yeah, that's all right. Like I said, I'll take it. Okay. I think that's it for close combat. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we're over to your turn 4. Do you mind calling it here?
Sure. Let me just roll weather. No change.
Oh, not quite a stop.
I know, it's so close. Alright, let me save it and continue this next week.
Yeah, because now after your turn, I'm gonna have to decide and. Jesus God.
Wait, Russians start turn 4. Oh, whatever. I'm just gonna. I forgot to write post weather. Start turn 4. Alright. Cool. Um, I'll probably end up looking at the next scenario as well, just because I feel like we might be able to finish this scenario next Friday. So
Yeah,
I'll look
yeah, no.
into the next scenario, and if we want to just prepare it or whatever. But I'll send you a message like Monday, Tuesday, something like that.
Yeah, sounds good. Yeah, I have a feeling this next turn is going to kind of be the swinger. I think.
Yeah, I guess like the question is, so I technically have one, two, three. Oh, did I not calculate? That's what it was. I was wondering why my numbers were off. So technically, I have an extra 5 points. So I'm at 28 right now out of a needed 80. I think I start with. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm a third of the way there. So yeah, I think it's more just how quickly can you stop the bleeding in the sense of units getting places, getting into these back half buildings.
Yeah, we're well. Yeah, you'll see. I mean, I'm not.
But yeah, no, I definitely it'll definitely be a quick reveal, like you said. I think the next turn. I think if we don't have it decided by turn five, that'll I'll be surprised. I think.
Yeah, I there will have to be some very ridiculous die rolling, I think, for it to not be decided the next turns.
I mean, unless those Mongolian horse cavalry do a really good job. I think the if there's any reason why I don't have a high opinion of them is because I don't have enough experience using charge on horseback. So maybe something to, um, if you want, I can try to go through the bunch of magazines or whatever I have and see if I can find articles on cavalry to send your way. But
Yeah, no, it's all right. I'll do some looking around and see what I can figure out. Um, yeah. How many
yeah,
victory points are the MMGs worth? Just out of curiosity.
they're not worth anything. Sport weapons aren't worth anything unless SSR. It's I think the only time we've seen that be the case is it was a British and Czech Legion versus, was it Communist Chinese? There was one where it was like a group guys on a hill, and I had to retreat my guys, and you're coming in from like three sides or something. Anyways, that one was like specific, like if the sport weapons go down or get captured, they're worth points, but um,
Yeah, no, I
otherwise
do
they're
remember that one. Okay, yeah, we'll see what happens, and I will look up cavalry charges just for fun.
yeah. You should, especially since if I'm still stuck out in the open, uh, there's a good chance of it. So um, yeah. Otherwise, so talk to you sooner, but see the rest of the stream and stuff on Friday.